recording. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back, Mac. Welcome back, Mac. Welcome back,
Thank you.
Mac. Welcome. So the last Matt that you came, I think you remember a debacle with a cage and a balloon on a slanty tower. Right. We have had 2 sessions since then. One of them was canon. The other one was kind of a Halloween. No, we've had 3 and 2 of them in this story, and one of them was a honey heist. That was silly. So you didn't actually miss that much. You only really missed one full story session.
Not so bad.
Not so bad. So you all needed to open the cage of Sir Talavar, the fairy knight, errant of the summer court of the Seelie Fae, right? So in the Feywild, there are 2 kingdoms, pretty much 2 ruling classes. There's the Seelie and the Unseelie. The Seelie are like highfalutin, powdered wigs, really like prim and proper, kings and queen kind of deal. They're very concerned with manners and rules and things like that. And then there's the Unseelie, which are kind of the darker, wilder side. They kind of like more, if you want, Jabberwocky kind of style. Sir Talavar comes from the Seelie court, or the summer court, where things are a little brighter. He had come to investigate Prismere, where you are all, because of the happenings. Zybilna, the previous archfey of the realm, has gone missing and has been taken over by 3 hags. Bavlorna Blightstraw, something Moongrave, Scabatha something. They got great names. Scabatha Nightshade and Endelin Moongrave. So those are the 3 hags that have taken over Prismere. You are here to retrieve your lost items that were taken from you when you were children, right? Matt, you had a memory taken away. Spencer, you had your color vision taken away. Jimmy, you had your language taken away. You can no longer speak Sylvan. And Dylan, you had your sense of direction, right? We are in the realm of Bavlorna Blightstraw, or Slackjaw Lorna, who is the frog-type woman, hag, who took away May Searce's color vision. You arrived in the realm through the Witchlight Carnival. You found Clapperclaw, the scarecrow with a gourd for a head. He promised he could get you to the next realm if you find his head that was taken by a group of Herringon brigands, a group of rabbit people who steal. Which, if you all remember, is very strange because in this realm there are 3 rules, and one of them is you cannot steal what that doesn't belong to you. So, question mark,
What
right?
was the other 2 rules?
Reciprocity. If something is done for you, you must
You must give something in return.
Reciprocate, right?
That's the only one I remember.
Does anybody remember the 3rd?
I have it written down somewhere.
Keep it weird.
Hospitality. Very good, Spencer. So when a friend, an enemy, or a stranger enters your home, you are expected to be gracious and accommodating to them until such time as they prove by their words or actions undeserving of such hospitality. Hospitality, ownership, and reciprocity. Those are the 3 rules of the realm. It seems as if these Herringon have found a way around that somehow. Who knows?
They probably bamboozled him out of his head.
Clapperclaw has a gourd for a head. If you get him back, he has a stag's skull for a head that was stolen by the Herringons, the brigands. They are in the tollway, the brigands' tollway, and you're on your way to get that. Talavar, the fairy dragon, is going back to the summer court to let the queen know what's going on here. The key for, and Matt, this is what you missed. So the slanty tower that you needed to retrieve this balloon that he was in, and you all went through the slanty tower. That was an incursion from another realm. So this was a dark gothic tower that had all sorts of undead creatures in it, one missing bones specifically, and you all got some trinkets from doing the tower, and you helped solve a ghost's puzzle.
Oh, that was scary.
Thank you. Yay! I did it. May got a hand in a jar that can be used as a familiar.
By the way, I'm gonna call it a spider because like it can crawl around and like
Sounds
instead
great.
of a bite, it'll be like a finger bite thing.
Sure.
It's gonna be great.
Like a pinch.
Yeah.
Love it. I love that, and it's very good. Right, so you were able to close up the incursion. The slanty tower disappeared. To get the key to Talavar's, so you have a broken, what's it called? Balloon that needs to be repaired. Clapperclaw can help you out finding a good place for that. You were told that the key to the cage was on Tell Me Hill, which turned out to be a sentient moving hill that was guarding a very cute little... Let's see, where's Jingle Jangle?
Little guy.
A little goblin.
Jingle Jingle was real cute.
Jingle Jangle rules. Let's see here. Where's... Oh, handout. Here we go. Did everybody see it? Does everybody see that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I always forget to log into Roll20.
It's important. So there's Jingle Jangle. Loves collecting keys. You talked with her, and she talked to you. She has this flail made of locks, which is fun. Also kind of gave you a heading of where to go. From the hill, you were able to see the Brigand's Tollway. You got kind of a way to look. So you see this this giant tree stump way far away. But on your way there, you happened upon a well that was constantly spraying water up. There were some items being held at the top of the water spray. When you tried to grab them, a will-o'-the-wisp came up and took umbrage with your quote-unquote stealing from it. And you all had an annoying off where you tried to out-annoy each other. One being very complainy and y'all just saying knee. You were the knights who said knee, and you did it, and it tried to drown you, essentially. The waters rose very quickly, and you all started floating away. You made your way to dry land and found yourself in a spot, a random spot. So a couple of things happened that kind of changed mechanically since you were gone, Matt. I'm now going to be showing more of the hex. So as we go from hex to hex and doing different random events here, you're going to be able to see the border of the hex. So you can kind of see maybe what's
Maybe what the neighbor is.
yeah.
Maybe.
So you're not just walking into a hellmaw. Um, I believe. Oh, you also all had an encounter with some animated suits of armor that copied your movements, and that was very whimsical and fun. It was a forgotten battlefield, Matthew, that you all happened upon, and you saw some visions of in that battlefield, I believe. So.
And we did like a lot of bits.
Yeah, that was just a silly time. That was a real big silly time.
But it was worth every second.
It was very much fun, and we all had a great time. So I believe at this point, does anybody remember the name of the leader of the brigands? I believe I've brought him up several times. Jingle Jangle definitely talked about this person. Nope. His name is Long Scarf.
Long Scarf?
What's his name? What's his first name?
Gabbard?
Very.
It is Agden. Agden Longscarf is the leader of the brigands. He not a very nice guy, meaning he likes to steal stuff. He wanted to steal y'all's memories when you first encountered him, and his brigands anyway. His brigands wanted to steal your memories, but under his direction, right? So he probably has Clapperclaw's skull, and is probably at the tollway.
Let's go.
So right now, May, your goal is to get your vision back from Blightstraw. The group's goal is to get the skull back from the brigands, so that Clapperclaw will help you restore the balloon and get you to the next group. And overall, the bigger goal is to find out what happened to Zybilna, and essentially save the realm from...
That's the lost child, right?
The lost child I think you're thinking of is the Displacer Beast star. Zybilna is the archfey of the realm that ruled this place, and since it's been taken over by these hags, it is falling into disrepair, and they have some sway over the carnival, that they are able to steal things from people who go to the carnival, which is what happened to all y'all. So there you go. About 10 minutes of info dump. Any questions?
That was very impressive.
Oh, thank you. No? Matt, do you have anything you want to know about? Oh, you lost an arm too. Matt, you lost an arm. You don't have you're only one armed now.
I probably was cursing about that. Did I get peed on? I got peed on.
No, you did fall in several sewage pits, though.
And you did pee yourself at one point.
You did pee yourself at one point.
Sure. Good. Was I on fire? I was trying to put myself out.
No, you just did it. It was weird. We're all like, why would Matt's character do that? Okay, I guess.
It's on a stingray.
That's right. It was a stingray. It It was a swamp stingray. Gross.
I forgot that I needed to do it for jellyfish. I did it for stingray.
Right, that's right. Everyone gets that mixed up. Cool. So, another thing that you have all encountered is several times it sounded like an army or like many foot tracks. You've found many foot tracks and you've heard rustling in the trees nearby at several points during your adventure.
Oh, yeah.
So all of those things are true, and they all happened. Which way do you all want to go?
I like my arm.
You have both arms. I was joking.
And if you didn't, we don't want to get it back.
And it's gone forever.
I say we proceed straight towards the stump.
All right. Sounds good. Please, everyone. Well, I guess anyone can move the marker. I will reveal. There we go. Thank you.
Ooh, house.
So as you move, it's gonna be a lot of me talking this one, I guess.
I
As
think we
you
haven't had any of that yet.
listen, as you all move into like towards where you believe the stump is, you hear a similar rustling of many feet, like a marching army almost nearby. I'm just going to put you on rails for this, just so that we can get to it, because it's going to be fun. So you hear this rustling. I think that Farron, you're probably on guard, right? Poppy's looking in the opposite direction. May's probably like poking the hand in the jar. You're all doing characteristic things. And through the trees, it's almost as if everyone here's read Harry Potter, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the night bus, when the night bus goes, like things just kind of move out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
A similar thing happens here where the trees just seem to kind of like, where there wasn't a gap before, there is now a large enough gap, and a building moves into view. This building is about 3 stories tall. It has a little blue roof. And underneath it are hundreds of feet, little fleshy feet, all walking almost like a chaotic millipede underneath it. And as it comes into view, it kind of stops, kind of like lowers a little bit. And you see a sign swinging on the outside of it that says, "In at the end of the road." I think Jingle Jangle brought up the inn at the end of the road at one point as well. But
oh yeah,
this is a friendly looking inn.
friendly as a millipede gets.
Let me see here. I have words to say.
Words.
Here comes some words. The inn is a squat 3-story structure with a slate-shingled roof and worm-eaten wood walls. Dozens of tiny orbs of pale light buzz around the exterior like flies. The structure rocks and heaves when in motion, but It's begins to pass by you. You catch the smell of hearty stew wafting from its open windows and see smoke rising in cottony puffs from its stone chimney. What would you all like to do?
I'm gonna knock on the door.
You're going to go up and knock on the door? Farron,
Yeah.
are you going to allow this to happen? Are you giving enough rope?
So for the full picture here, you said 3 stories, but in the image, it kind of looks like there's a basement level that makes up the first story. So is this like lowered down to the door at like,
Yeah, you can get
Are
in. Yeah, you can get in.
or is it more like Poppy has to fly up to the second story to kind of knock on it?
Let's say this. And when it stops, it sinks down into the swamp so that its basement is underground and the front door is easily accessed.
Mm.
All right. I mean, yes, Farron allows Poppy to come up to the front door, but he is
Do you also walk
Well,
with her?
highly
So here's the
suspect.
thing. She knocks on a tree nearby. Hello. Or hello.
There it is.
Yeah. The tree. I'm not sure that this tree is going to respond to you, Poppy.
It's the inn.
I think you've lost a little bit more than a sense of direction now.
Oh.
So you want to about pace and make sure you're seeing what I'm seeing.
Okay.
I guess I'll just kind of pull Poppy towards the inn if
There you go.
he's not locomoting that way.
So why don't you drag yourselves to where you want to be on the map? Great job, Spencer.
Oh. Well, the icons are different again.
What?
Yeah, they changed the UI.
The pictures at the top,
Oh.
like the little tab icons.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. And then let's get Violet
So,
here too.
This is not. There we go. Well, I have to uncheck dark mode to activate dark mode. Cool.
Weird. Classic.
Good job. Good job, roll 20.
Good job, Roll20. Okay, so that means that Poppy and Farron, you are closer to that front door there.
I'm hiding behind Emily.
Violet. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. I guess I could.
Kind of, I kind of just allow Poppy to kind of glide towards the front door. So you can try and
Now that she sees the door, she knocks on it.
You knock on the door, and
Hello.
the door kind of gives and opens easily. The smell of stew that you picked up from outside is stronger. There's also a bouquet of spices to the smell added. It's warm inside. The lanterns are lit and cheerful. And you see this so you've got kind of a main room. There's a bar in front of you, several tables, and some stairs to the left.
Well, Poppy's just peeking in. Since she hasn't been invited, she's not going inside.
So behind the counter is a figure. Looks to be an older woman with a wreath of dried plants over around her head, around the top of her head, like a what's that called?
On it.
A bonnet? No, I'm thinking more of a
Garland?
Headband.
headband. Thank you, Spencer. A headband of dried herbs and things. And she says, "Oh, welcome. Come on in. The inn is open. Everyone, come on in." And
She's the only person at all. that was
only
here.
person here. And she beckons you all inside. She's behind the bar. Does everybody enter?
I do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm going to say that Violet does too. Lol.
Where are all the feet coming from? If you don't mind me asking.
Oh, that's just how the inn has always been. I don't know how to necessarily answer that question. Well, welcome. My name is Sue Horabax. I'm the proprietor of the inn here.
I thought it was like a Flintstone situation where everyone was inside.
Oh,
And
no,
they
no,
just
no.
picked
Those
up.
feet are attached. Yes, they're attached to the bottom. That's how we get around. And by we, I mean me. I'm the only one here. The proprietor. But
Perception check?
to see if there's
Insight,
anybody else
insight.
here.
Insight check to see if she's lying.
Oh, sure.
Lying. Where's my character sheet? They made everything different.
Curse you, roll 20. Put you all inside. There you go. But between the two of you, she's pretty hard to read, but you're not getting a sense of any other people. She's just kind of looking at you pleasantly. And she says, What brings you to Prismere? I have to apologize for the state of things. Things have been pretty awful since Sibilna went missing. But I hope that you can find some respite here at the inn.
It's pretty tidy in here, right?
Yeah, it's warm, cozy, comfortable, clean.
You just mean outside then?
Oh, yes, no, I mean the land of Prismere. You know
Business is a bit slow.
a bit slow.
It,
I mean,
I
the
don't,
building doesn't move. The building doesn't move very quickly.
But your business, you don't have very many patrons, it seems.
Oh, I don't really worry about that so much. The inn kind of goes where it will. We used to be able to go all over Prismere, but since those hags took over, we haven't been able to leave hither. So, really kind
Why?
of... Well, the mists, isn't it? It prevents people from going from one part of Prismere to another. I blame that dang Bavlorna Blightstraw, personally.
Yeah, beef.
But if you'd like something to eat or you need a place to rest, this is the place to do it. Can I interest you all in some libations or a nice warm meal, perhaps?
I think a hearty stew would do us all well.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. I haven't had too many customers since those hags took over, so I this is great. And she slaps her hands together and she goes back to behind the bar into a little kitchen back here. She goes back into the kitchen. You can see back in the kitchen there's a roaring fire and a big pot on the stove. And she's calling behind her shoulder. Just the one stew then, or would everybody like something to eat?
Best bring out enough for the lot, I think.
So she does a little twist of her hand, and a couple of green vines appear from behind the bar, and each of them is carrying a wooden bowl and a wooden spoon, and they're placed in front of each of you who are sitting at the bar. You get the feeling that this is a druid woman. Her name is Sue, spelled T-S-U.
Of course.
Just so everyone knows the spelling.
I would have missed both.
Sue, beyond the mist, what kind of changes have been brought about?
I wouldn't know. I haven't been able to venture past these wretched swamps.
The swamps have always been here. That's not the change so much as you being trapped here with them.
Well, now, I don't know exactly what happened, but rumors are that Zabilna's been trapped somewhere. Now, before that happened, this land was fairly predictable in much as the way a Feywild can be, but it was Slackjaw Lorna who proliferated these swamps and spread them. So if there was swampland here, then it was more or less normal. But these enchanted swamps that cause people to be stuck, or all the various evils that they do, I lay the blame squarely on her. It's about time somebody did something about her, if you ask me. But you're not.
Are you talking about the swamp that will, bubbles will come up and change you?
Oh, yes, you've experienced some of those cursed swamp gases.
Oh.
So, you hate the hags. We happen to have beef and are trying to take it to them on their home court.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, any tips you got go a long way.
Tips.
Well, reciprocate and all that.
Ah, the law of reciprocation. I see you've done your due diligence. And then Clapperclaw kind of flops his way up onto the counter, and he's like, yeah, I told him about it. And she's like, hello, little scarecrow. I'll tell you this. If you promise me that you're able to deal with slack-jawed Lorna, I'll give you room and board here for the evening, and when you need it, when we encounter each other. And I'll tell you another rumor that I've heard about Lorna herself. How's that for a deal?
Well, we are not ones to be able to tell the future, but we are committed to this endeavor. And if that is right by you, then that sounds quite well.
She gives you a little wink, and she does one of the that old style thing where they do they rub the side of their nose, knowingly. She rubs the side of her nose knowingly, and she says, I have a feeling that you're going to be just fine. She spits in her hand, and she holds it out for somebody to shake her hand.
Oh yeah.
I
So
do it. Yeah, I'm into that shit. Super into that.
We all wanted to do it.
I'm very interested in my meal all of a sudden.
If multiple people like put out their hand to be shaken, she'll spit in her hand and shake each person's hand.
Yeah, as my claw comes out, little flies are flying around my.
Perfect.
I'm looking a little like I'm like I got furry paws. I can't just wipe it off.
She like laughs and she says, "Well then, perhaps not eating with spit-covered hands is." And she does another twist of her hand, and like behind you, there's a one of the tables turns into a little pool, like a rock rounded pool, so you all can wash your hands. While you're washing your hands of the promise spit, she tells you about
The promise spit.
That makes it sound like it's the promised land, but of spit.
yeah, that's right.
The pinky swears of spit.
So she is going to tell you a rumor that she heard about Lorna. Let me see. I gotta remember what it's called. Where is she? Bum bum boom. Whoa. I was just looking at this earlier. This always happens to me. Okay, here we are. Okay. What can any of you tell me about Widdershins? Anyone? Has anyone heard of Widdershins?
Is it a card game?
If anyone is trained in history or
I have proficiency in history, and this is my homeland.
history is yeah. So go ahead and roll for history if you're trained in history. 16. Farron, you know Widdershins is a well, it's kind of an act of it's a movement. Widdershins is when you run in place counterclockwise.
All right.
So you do small circles counterclockwise backwards, running.
And is this something that just anyone would do, or is this like a child game, or is this a term for doing that action?
This is a term for doing that action.
Well, of course, I've heard of Widdershins and the movement required to complete it. Go on.
Well, rumor has it that if one were to do Widdershins around Lorna, it has an adverse effect on her. She's somehow allergic to it.
I couldn't be surprised, I suppose, remembering the land I am returning to. And I turn to the party and anyone who's looking perplexed, give a brief description of what Widdershins is.
So essentially what she's saying is that like it has some adverse effect on Lorna if you run backwards in circles, counterclockwise.
I don't think I'd be able to do that.
Well, why don't you give it a shot?
Okay.
Make an athletics or acrobatics check at disadvantage, please. Oh yeah, with an 8. So you just get tangled up in your rope. For one, you're not used to running, and for two, you don't know what counterclockwise is, much less what clockwise is. So, what is it that you do that gets you tangled up in your rope?
She starts hovering up and down.
Perfect. Oh, don't hurt yourself. So as you guys are washing your hands and you're talking about this, she's has this great big kettle that she's coming around, and it's like a big brass kettle, and she's pouring the spout is very very like large spout, and she's pouring this thick hearty stew into each of the bowls.
That sounds good.
You can see chunks of carrot and potato in there. Anything you particularly enjoy in your stew, anyone?
Just make it hearty.
Yeah, the hotter the better.
As she's pouring into your bowls, like it somehow comes out even thicker than it was before. Be able to put a spoon in this one. Any other requests for stew?
Vegetarian.
Oh, that's the default setting, dear. I wouldn't push animal products on people. I am a druid after all. Just chowing down on it. That's your eating noise, huh?
Yeah.
You sound like a bug. You look like a bug. I like bugs.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Well, once you're all done with your meals, you'll be able to take a rest. And if you'd like to take a look at the gift shop, I have several wares for purchase if you care to peruse.
Gift shop, now you're talking.
I think a t-shirt would be cool.
I went to the inn at the end of the road, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
I think we got something like that back there, sure. So she meanders over to this part of the inn where you can see there's some racks and some shelves and a couple of t-shirts, a hoodie.
Hanes.
Yeah, there's Hanes t-shirts.
Ooh, I'm gonna get a hoodie.
Okay, it's a hoodie that it's got like a kind of a cartoony representation of the inn, and it's just got like 4 feet coming out of the bottom of this square with like, you know, it's almost like a kid's drawing of the inn.
I love it. Can we cut holes in it for my wings?
Of course, dear, of course, but well, I know we have a deal set up for room and board, but well, do you have anything to trade?
See it. Let me see if I have something.
Make me an offer.
I have a tiny coffin of a troll.
Oh, hell yeah, that sounds sick as hell.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I'll take that. Wow, look at that. She like puts it in like some pocket of her apron. So along with those things, boop, boop, boo. I don't know what the best way to do this would be. I think we're just gonna do it. We're just gonna do it like this. You start looking around, and oh boy, that's too big.
Powerful.
wow, I didn't know you could do this.
That's cool. Is this part of the pack, like the paid
No,
pack?
I bought this off of. I bought a pack for what, like a supplemental pack off of the DM's Guild, and it had some of these cool items. And they came as images, so like actually writing these down is going to suck.
Oh no.
We'll
Also,
figure it
when
out.
when you put them behind the still fog of war stuff, we can't see it.
Oh, that's fair. I'll fix that.
Not sure how foggy we still need it.
That's fair too. There we go. Let's see. Wrong thing. I was trying to like make these all in one handout, but it wouldn't let me do it. And then I was like, am I doing a Google Drive link? What am I doing here?
Ocean of invisibility. Ooh. You would never find Poppy ever again.
How many more cards are left?
I think just one. Yeah, just one. So let's do this. You guys can spend your trinkets on these things where there aren't any common items. So uncommon are going to be 3. And then rare will be 5.
Trinkets?
I've given you quite a bit, right?
I have 4.
Oh, okay.
As do I.
Okay. I forgot how many I thought I'd been giving them out like candy. So let's do uncommon at 2, and then rare at 4, very rare at 5. Yeah.
I will certainly take that Ring of Skeleton keys then.
Cool.
I'll have your Ring of Keys, please. I'll give you this floating rock. No. I like that too much. Here. I have another key that is whose teeth change every day. So we can go key for key here.
Key for key. I see where you're coming from.
And I'll give you this burner sparker as a little, little something extra.
A burner sparker. Interesting. So, Spencer, I'm going to do this. You should have the keys in your as a handout. Can you see it?
I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, there it is.
Cool.
Yep.
Pleasure doing business with you.
I'm going to roll that D4 right now.
Go for it.
Come on, big money, big money.
It's Schrodinger's keys. As soon as you look at it and you pick it up, you see one key on the key ring.
I have a useful key if you want to put it on your key ring.
Wait, is it really just one? It wasn't 1d4 plus something?
It's 1d4 plus 1.
Oh, okay. 2 keys. You get 2 keys on that key
Do you
ring.
want my key?
I don't think they're the same kind of key.
You never know.
Let's keep that one separate.
Can I interest anyone else in another key? Or in another item?
I think I'm all right. Thanks.
My hoodie's pretty poppin'. Heh, heh, heh. Get it?
I also have healing salves, if anyone would like that for a trinket. I'll give you a healing salve.
Is that
It's just going to be a healing potion, but it's like a little... It's like in a really large acorn cap, and it's like kind of like it's kind of like Vaseline, but it's green.
Gross.
Yeah.
What about Vapor Rub?
Oh yeah, mentholated vapor rub, sure. Clear up your sinuses.
Quite an apothecary you have.
Well, you know, we wander around in nature. I just collect the things. Nothing for anyone else then.
I suppose myself, just in case I trip and fall or something. Has a tiny roll ass often sound to you?
What are you looking for? Oh, you're looking for
Salve.
a salve? Yes. No, that sounds great.
A Vapor Rub?
Would you like it mentholated or plain?
But mentholated, if you have it handy.
You got it. It burns so good. Am I right?
I'm really looking forward to reviving Poppy with it.
Just apply liberally to any exposed skin. It should absorb pretty immediately, but if you use the whole thing, there may be a greasy residue.
Oh, that's nice.
I thought you'd be into that, kid. Maybe just go ahead and use the whole thing at a time then, huh?
I think Violet would be into the invisibility potion.
Oh, you think so? Maybe when she wakes up, she said 8:15. It is now decidedly 8:40.
Oh man.
Oh, is she okay?
I don't think we're going to see her.
Maybe we'll catch you again.
Yeah, I'll give her the option. She can go back and.
Maybe we'll have retroactively bought this like a week from now. Who knows?
Right. Retcon.
Maybe time works differently in the Feywild.
She gives each of you, or she gives no. She's just going to give Violet what?
She's here.
What insane timing?
Was it?
We were just talking
We were
about you.
just
This
talking
potion
about
that we
you.
thought you'd really
That's
like.
wild.
I assume you always talk about me.
We haven't
I mean,
stopped
that's-
talking about you since we got on the call.
Okay, so there was an inn, right, with a bunch of legs, like moving it around, and we went inside. And the person who runs the inn, an old lady with a flower crown, she made us hearty stew, and now she's letting us look at her gift shop. And there's 2 trinkets as common items, and 4 trinkets as rare items.
Okay.
And 5 is very rare.
Okay. This is a lot.
This is a lot. How are you?
I'm overwhelmed.
How are you? Are you doing okay? Is everything okay?
Everything's great. I am starving
Oh,
because I didn't want to eat on camera, so I'm going to eat it on this camera because I didn't want to eat my last some food. I'm launching Roll20. Also, I will Also, I need everybody to look at my cool dragon earring.
What?
Whoa.
Shit.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Very cool.
Everybody
Yeah, that
get
was
ear
really
inspiration from
That's great.
the cool dragon earring. Everyone gets a point of ear inspiration.
Okay, I'm ready to rock.
Emily,
Violet wants to buy everything.
Violet is given a scroll so that you're not under the gun and have to like read all this while you're eating. Violet is given a scroll by Sue. This older druid woman's name is Sue, and she gives you a scroll of retcon where you can later read the scroll and decide what you would have wanted to buy from this shop.
I love it.
All right.
I love that. That's good.
So
That's good soup.
you get, Oh, and this is her, by the way. This is Sue. Spelled TSU.
TSU.
Yeah.
Oh, she's lovely.
Yeah, she's got like a flower crown headband of dried herbs and things, and she's just really comfy, cozy in this inn that is suspended on hundreds of fleshy feet.
Oh, I need some snack and cheese.
It's about time for some snack and cheese. Great.
Are we all getting snacks?
Is are we on
Snack time.
snack bio break?
Snack bio break.
All right, Emily, you keep eating. I'm gonna go pee. Jimmy, do you
Oh,
need
you can read
snacks?
yourself.
I'm gonna get some chippos.
Okay, you go get some Chippos. Spence, you need to pee.
No, I'm gonna LaCroix up.
Okay, you do what I like to call the anti-pee, which is drinking.
That is what that is.
I'll be right back.
Don't you dare laugh at that and encourage him.
Matt, you're gonna pee. You're gonna anti-pee. You're gonna snacko. What's the plan here?
I'm on my work computer, so I'll probably just minimize the work.
Gross.
Great.
Farron instantly loses 10 hit points.
I only have 10 hit points.
Yeah, you're dead. You're dead, bro. You're dead. How dare you?
Alright, I'm gonna turn off my camera so nobody watches me eat.
There you go.
Okay, I just realized something though. Oh, never mind.
All right, Spencer.
Yes, sir.
Over the weekend, I went to the symphony. I need you to ask me what symphony I went to go see.
Which symphony did you go to,
It
Jimmy?
was the Sonic the Hedgehog Symphony World Tour.
I love
A real
hearing
symphony
you-
house.
That's good shit. That's really good shit. How
It
was it?
It was
Let me
really
guess.
fun, actually. Charlotte bought the tickets like 6 months ago, and it was so far away that we like forgot about it enough.
And then you get like the email a week before, and you're like, "Oh shit, I have a cool thing next week."
We're going to the symphony. They had like the composer like come up on stage at one point, like of all the modern Sonic games.
That's dope. I got a buddy here who like goes to the symphony a lot, and it sounds really cool. And that's
Mhm.
for like boring music, not like
Yeah.
cool sonic music. So
I was saying the exact same thing. I was like, I wonder how many people just get season passes to the symphony or whatever, and then they show up to the Sonic one and they're like, wait a minute, what have I gotten myself into?
Thinking they're gonna be
do it, man.
fancy.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to the symphony.
Like a rock band. It was like all orchestra for the first half. And then the second half, a rock band showed up and they did all the Sonic songs that have lyrics. And it was in that moment that I learned the true depths of how many Sonic the Hedgehog songs contain lyrics. It's a lot of them. It's more than 10.
I couldn't name one.
The one that there's two that everybody knows the most. Where the one is like rolling around at the speed of sound. That's the one that I feel like everybody knows.
Did you have to like wait to clap for them to all leave stage, clap for an encore before they came back and did that?
Literally, yes. They saved the best two songs for after. It was the most like wishy-washy, like, oh, they're leaving, and the whole orchestra like remains seated.
Jesus.
Like, yeah, no, okay.
The illusion of encores is my favorite dumb thing about concerts. It's just so stupid. And to
Let's
hear
just
they
waste
did-
everyone's time for like a minute. Like,
realistically, they got to go back and piss, right? Like that's why they do it.
That's what's going on.
They got to anti-drink, you know.
They
I
gotta
don't
go
know.
anti-drink.
Some musicians don't do the encore, and then Smashing Pumpkins never plays mayonnaise, and you're just left an empty shell.
Oh, man, the faraway look in your eye.
It was a
It's
great
my
time.
mayonnaise!
How dare they?
It's 1,000 intact pumpkins stare.
Just um
Their best song.
Spencer. Oh, wow. That's frustrating.
Oh.
Oh, that's
They all just
Wait, Emily, what are you eating? It
Shut
looks
up.
good.
Emily is muted to protect us from mouth sounds, ASMR mouth sounds.
Thank you.
Yes, I didn't want to affront you with chewing. It is red curry, and it is very good.
Ooh.
Mm.
Can I just take everybody on a turkey ride real quick?
A what?
Jimmy, you've been on this ride.
A turkey ride?
A turkey ride, yeah. Spencer, do you remember when we ate ham the day after Christmas?
Oh.
We ate ham the day of Christmas.
The day of Christmas, sorry.
Yeah.
So that is the beginning of this turkey ride. So everyone, Spencer and I spent Christmas together because we're brothers. I don't know if everyone remembers that, but we're brothers. And our mother is weird and insists that we have Christmas dinner, like making Christmas dinner a thing, even though we're not like, we don't really care as much, but we like, we like to be together and eat food together. So she's like, what are we having for Christmas dinner? And Spencer's like, ham. She's like, okay, we're having ham for Christmas dinner. She buys the smallest honey baked ham available, which is a 10-pound ham, or no, an 8-pound ham, right?
Way more ham than any small family where 3 of us eat meat and one of them barely eats any.
Well, and Spencer and I eat ham. Mom nibbles at ham. Ruby doesn't eat ham. So collectively, we all eat maybe 2 pounds of this ham, maybe. And then by the time I'm leaving and Spencer's going to New Year's stuff, we've probably eaten 3 pounds of this ham. So I am given this ham by our mother on my way to visit my bio mother in the mountains. I accidentally leave the ham at my mom's house,
That makes sense.
along with some truffles and some snacks. It was in a bag, it was in the fridge, left the ham. Next day, my mom is like, Dane, you left the ham. And I'm like, no worries, enjoy that ham. I couldn't eat 5 pounds of ham by myself or like share it with I guess we could have shared it, Jimmy, like that would have been fine. We would have had a lot of ham. Mom, eat the ham. She's like, okay, thank you. The next day, New Year's Eve, she's like, Dane, I felt bad about the ham. I've ordered you a 10-pound turkey to be delivered to your home. A New Year's turkey. I'm like, you did not.
For New Year's, with the intent that Dane would get to enjoy it
In this
on New Year's, which is an
this
important
turkey,
point.
this New Year's turkey,
It's so Heather.
10 pounds. And she's like, and next week you're getting snacks and truffles as well, because you left all of these things at my home.
Oh,
Like, did not have to do that. Didn't need to at all. Couple minutes later, maybe 20 minutes later. So the turkey's going to be delivered frozen. Now in my head, I'm thinking already I'm like, I'm going to have to deal with a 10-pound raw turkey on New Year's Eve, and that's my job to deal with that now. She's like, but it's okay, it's cooked. So New Year's I get delivered from Amazon a 10-pound solid frozen turkey to my doorstep. It is hard as a rock. She, in the text, she's like, you can, carve off parts of it and enjoy it. And I'm like, that's not going to happen. The instructions said 3 to 4 days in the fridge to thaw. So that
Maybe I would
happened.
have like a day or two window to eat it after that.
I think we have. I hope we have more time because we've been eating it. Because
You're still eating it?
Well,
he
he
fucking turkey.
he thought it.
Monday it started thawing.
Well, yeah, Friday when we were gone,
I took it apart.
You took it apart. So that's like the first day.
I refroze half of it.
I was wondering because that didn't feel like 10 pounds of turkey in a bag.
No, I refroze half of it, so there's still turkey in the freezer. So anyway, that's the turkey ride. I hope you all enjoyed the.
That is the most Heather-ass story I've ever heard in my entire goddamn life.
I'm just imagining her being like, "Oh, I want to do this nice thing. I'll get him a turkey." And then it turning into like, "Here, Dane, deal with 10 pounds of raw turkey on New Year's Day. This happy fucking New Year."
The sentiment is really nice.
That is my mom's whole deal. Is the sentiment is really nice. She is one of the kindest, sweetest people in the whole world, but she does make your life much more difficult with that sweetness sometimes.
Yeah.
That's like my mom got my brother HelloFresh one time, and he texted me, "Mom mailed me errands. This sucks." I was like,
I have-
to make your life easier.
I have chores
So I
now.
wasn't gonna cook it all. Now I have all this stuff to cook. But I'm glad you saved that turkey story for when I was able to attend and be present.
course.
So thank you.
No, that's prime chit chat.
It's prime chit chat. We really appreciate it.
I think my favorite thing about that, Dane, is that the specific way in which she made it more difficult is being wildly late with food. That I think that's just the cherry on top.
Yeah.
Like a thing she is especially known for.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, Emily, who did you riz up in Baldur's Gate?
Who you courting in Baldur's Gate?
I'm still working on it. Nobody wants to get at me.
Oh my god, so my first playthrough, I like said no to everyone because I wanted to see who would be good in the end, and then no one wanted me at the end of the game.
Oh!
I like sort of had a thing with Gale, and then like nothing came of it, and so now I'm just like waiting.
Hmm.
And I'm a little bit sad that I'm feeling very undesirable, and I'm like,
Aw.
why does nobody want to get with this?
I'm glad I wasn't the only one. I felt so embarrassed that I was able to successfully riz up no one in my first playthrough.
That's good to. Well, I mean, I better start saying yes to somebody now.
Yeah.
Literally, the next person that does anything, I will be on game. I'll be on board.
Even that
Yeah,
really
I'll
mean
just say
gift chick, like she's mean. She's not very nice.
Well, she
Yeah, but-
wanted it, and I was like, that's not my
She's just
character.
misunderstood. He came on so strong out of nowhere. I
Really?
literally put her on the bench first thing possible, and then, bam! Hey, you, me, let's go.
Whoa.
Yeah.
The gift lady.
Matt, isn't the gift
Oh,
lady into you? Isn't-
Lizelle?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to have a different experience than Damien, and he kind of like had things with Lae'zel and Shadowheart, so I was like, well, I'm going to say no to those. But they're the first two that asked, so yeah, now I'm like, somebody get at this. I'm not getting no invitations.
Gail tried to drink my blood. Like Gail, like tried to jump my
Yeah.
bones at night.
Wait, you know he's not the vampire.
Oh, sorry, not Gail, the vampire.
Yeah.
Who's the vampire?
Astarian.
Asterion.
Asterion.
Yeah, I let him drink my blood, and now he's just neutral on me.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe the move was to say no. You know, play
I
hard
see.
to get.
No. Well,
Bye, Spence.
it got complicated because like
no, if
he
you
was.
don't let him drink your blood, he won't like you.
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
I fucked this up. I gotta start over.
we gotta.
I understand, Emily.
I'm like purposefully doing long rests, being like, somebody get at me. And nothing happens. I'm like, more combat. This game sucks ass.
I want
Oh
a
my God,
dating sim. I don't want a combat simulator.
Yeah. I want the conversation. I want somebody to hit this.
Give me the chit chat.
I need that chit chat. Like I go to camp and I like turn it to night and then I run around and be like, anybody got
Anybody?
an exclamation point?
Anybody?
Yeah.
No.
Anybody? Anybody?
Okay.
Anybody? Nope.
I pet the dog and then I go back. Oh, this game sucks.
Did you get the owl bear?
I do have the
Spoilers.
owlbear, so I pet you
Spoilers.
too. Sorry. Yes,
Spoilers.
I pet all the animals and then run around to see if anybody wants to talk to me, and when they don't, I just like go about my business and do more stuff.
Matt, they told us that we missed Gale. We haven't met Gale, but I think we're just going so slow and we spent so much time in the Underdark that we
Oh.
haven't met him yet.
No. If you don't mind the spoiler, it's like the first thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we
You
fucked
guys
up,
do.
I
Matt.
will say, I feel like, because I watched Charlotte play it a little bit, and I feel like she had sort of a different introductory experience than I had. So I don't know how much sort of randomness there is in kind of that way.
Okay.
Also-
No,
Oh,
if
just
you
going through
don't
the-
explore the Nautiloid area, you're gonna miss companions.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
explored
did.
the Adelaide area, but again, it's a little disjointed for us because it's a co-op between Dane, myself, and my brother.
Oh.
We're running it. We're kind of in the same sync as this game, except the Friday before, and so we're very slow making our way through it. But yeah, I mean, we've been extremely thorough. It's just also it's like wherever you direct us, we're also very slow because of that thoroughness. So.
There's a lot going on.
I mean, it might have withheld people if you have multiple players. Maybe it's a different thing when you have.
We've got the vampire, we've got the Gith girl, we got Shadowheart, and we got the undead guy, Skellyman.
Superintendent Chalmers.
Yeah,
Mm,
that's the
Withers.
one.
I haven't met
Oh,
that
Withers.
character yet. Oh, wait, the guy who just like brings people back from the dead?
Yeah, we don't
Yeah,
even know how we found him. He just showed up in
Yeah.
camp
He
one
just
day.
shows up.
I don't think he's like
And
a
wait, are
companion.
you
I think he's just like a
And you're in the
weird-
Underdark?
Yeah, we've found our way into the Underdark.
And then we turned around and we're like, nope.
Too scary.
Oh,
Too challenging.
because yeah, you haven't met my favorite character.
Karlak?
Yeah, Carlax.
Karlak? Oh my god.
Got to get to it. You know what? This game's over. Matt and I are going to go play Baldur's Gate. We got to go meet this best character that everyone loves.
She's
Is this the
best boy.
tiefling?
Let me know how you,
Barbarian?
like- yeah,
Okay, because the internet loves the tiefling barbarian as well.
yeah, we love her.
She has the funniest commentary is the thing.
That's good. But we need Shadowheart in our party because she's the healer, and we'd be fucked
Yeah.
without her.
One of you should have played
The
healer.
problem is we don't have very many companions like to go around with us. We've already got 3
Because you have
dedicated.
playing characters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have 3 dedicated playing characters.
What are your classes that you're playing?
I'm the rogue
Wizard and
paladin.
Paladin?
Yeah,
Yeah.
paladin. Yeah.
Okay. So you don't
Paladin
need
is the
Gale.
healer.
Ish.
Shadowheart's a
It's very healing
paladin.
light.
She's a cleric.
No,
Oh.
she's a cleric.
she's a
Yeah,
cleric.
Yeah.
she follows a dark
Interesting.
god, a shadow-hearted god.
I
Anyway, you all are in the inn at the end of the road. Sue gets you all fresh bedding. The linen smells fresh and
Okay.
and
It
good.
smells.
It smells good.
It's brewed. It's very earthy. I don't know.
I mean, there is a certain earthiness to it, but it's comforting. The beds are overly stuffed with fresh, soft hay, and you all have a beautiful night of sleep. And you are awaken with a full rest, and everybody press the full long rest button.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Oh, this looks different.
Yeah. Man, you know what's extra dumb is the main menu is in dark mode, but my popped out character sheet is in light mode.
Weird. So Sue says, now remember your promise. You'll deal with Lorna, and whenever we see each other throughout your travels, you have free room and board at the inn at the end of the road.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Of course.
Quick question: Does the inn move where the inn wants to move, or do you move the inn?
The inn kind of moves where it wants.
Okay,
It's
that's what I thought.
it kind of wanders around. I wanted to call it the Wandering Inn. Get it?
Oh, that's good.
But the sign on the front says the inn at the end of the road. So
Who put the sign there?
I don't know. I kind of happened upon this inn when I found myself in the Feywild and just kind of became its proprietor. It was in need of a keeper, and I wanted to see the Feywild, so here I am. We take care of each other, and she pats the inn. Do you all want to know anything else? Do you have any other questions for me before you go? Before you move on?
Yes, what's going on? Yes, who are you?
My name is Sue.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
No, but just a real quick rundown, a refresher, Emily. You're in the land of Prismer. It has been fractured by 3 hags. the previous archfey that ruled over this land has gone missing. Their name was Zybilna. You are all here to retrieve your lost things. You're in the land of Hither, which is ruled over Bavlorna Blightstraw, who is the froggy hag. She holds May Searce's color vision, and you have a broken balloon that Clapperclaw, the animated scarecrow, is helping you to repair, and then will help you navigate to the next realm. So, short-term goal: get back the color vision. Also, get back Clapperclaw's head from the brigands. Clapperclaw will help you repair the balloon, get you out of this place. Larger goal is to find out what happened to Zybilna and defeat the hags, if possible. There's also a connection between the hags and the carnival, where if you break the rules of the carnival, something is the hags are allowed to steal something from you, which is what happened to all of you. So there we are. Well, enjoy yourselves. I hope you don't die. Maybe we'll see each other around.
On Farron's way out, he'll pat the inn as well. See you soon.
It gives a little like shake. It does like a little like. Cool. Okay. Which direction would you all like to go?
We have sort of zero specific leads at this point.
We do. We're trying to go towards that stump in the distance, because that's where the brigands' hideout is.
So I see that there is water there in that direction. Can we go in that direction?
You can go in any direction you want. We're doing random events, so.
Should we go that direction?
Sure.
All right.
Ooh.
Somebody can change the... There you go. Thank you. So as you are clearing out and the rumble of feet subsides into the distance, you begin seeing around you raised walkways that are in various states of repair and disrepair. They are crumbling wood slats on kind of wood pillars, posts, one might say. And you feel as if you are getting closer to the causeway. Somebody roll me a D20, please. All right. And then somebody else roll me a D8. Anybody? There we go. So as you are traveling, you do come across kind of a wider stretch of water, and it doesn't seem like something you can necessarily like jump across, and it's kind of a river running through this part. You see it going pretty far down and up. Who has the highest passive perception? I think that's Farron. Farron, you have like an 18 or 24 or a 30 or...
I think a 30.
What is it?
1-3 for me.
13.
13.
Anybody have better than 13 for passive perception? Farron, out of the corner of your eye, you see underneath some low-hanging weeping willow boughs. You see something larger and flat floating in the water, just underneath some trees.
Larger and flat, as in possibly a boat or barge or vessel.
You get
of
that
some kind.
feeling. You get that feeling.
I go to investigate
You,
whether this could be helpful.
as you move the boughs out of the way, you see a large piece of this gangway or this tollway has broken off, and you have a fairly... It looks fairly sturdy here, floating, and can be used as a raft.
This may help us along. I mean, Poppy seemed fine. The rest of us think it'll hold us.
How do you guys want to try and
Just
figure
don't have
that
to
out?
get my hair wet.
What was that, Violet?
I said, whatever, I just don't want to get my hair wet.
Classic Violet.
How about we do it like bridges, where we all get on, and then if it sinks, we like put it all back together again the same way it was, except don't all get on again.
Is that how bridges work?
Yeah.
It
Yeah, I mean-
sounds like she knows what she's doing. Let's do it.
Okay, who's getting on first?
I'm tiny, I'll get on first.
Okay, who's getting on next?
I'm going on after Violet.
I guess I'll get on.
All right. Somebody roll me a d20 again.
I'll roll a d20.
In real life?
I'm doing it right now. 15.
15. All right, it holds.
That's not a good sign.
Who else needs to get on? Just Farron?
Is it starting to like think at all?
There's a little bit of tipping. You feel fairly confident that you'd be able to get on, but you might need a way to either like steady yourselves or like push yourselves along or something.
I'd like to
I can
look
pull
for, like-
us.
You can
I'd
also
also like to look for like a pole or some sort of longer implement, whether it's off of one of the gangway supports or otherwise.
sure give me a survival or investigation.
I can pull you along by the rope.
So you find a fairly long pole, and you and Poppy seem to be in agreement for coordinating the propelling. So you're kind of the stabilizing, you're using the pole to keep the whole thing from flipping. Poppy is I don't know, do you want to secure the rope to the raft itself?
Sure.
I'll do like a hitch through part of it. So it's still secured to me, but I'll tie it a little shorter to the raft.
There
So
you go.
effectively, I'm tied to the raft.
And how are other people aiding in this, or if you choose to aid? Does anybody have a way to either make sure you don't like fly off, or you are like helping propel, or like how are people
Maybe-
helping with the raft?
Maybe another stick, like tied to me, tied to the raft so someone can steer me in the right direction.
I'm casting Gust behind us.
Oh,
to
beautiful.
Kind of push us along.
Cool. All right. I love it. So from it's almost like you've got a little fan boat thing going on here, but instead of a fan, it's Poppy.
Quick, someone start playing banjo.
Perfect. You play air banjo and it helps. It helps. Okay, everybody make a group dexterity check for me as you begin floating across this swampy river. Oh. No.
Wow.
Can
Now-
I use my
I'm using my hearing
inspiration?
inspiration.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I should as well.
Thank God for that earring, huh?
Thank goodness for this earring, y'all.
What a smart
Ooh,
person.
boy.
Okay. Not great. So this is how it's going to go down. It's working. Poppy is flying using the gust as a way to know which way to go. So as long as the wind is at your back, Poppy, you feel like you can fly straight. Farron's using the stick, and air banjo is being played. Everyone's in good spirits, and you begin floating across. But then a little ball of light pops out of the water
No.
and says, "Screw you guys!" and zaps the raft. And it causes causes like a great big like whoa whoa whoa. Farron, you're trying your best to hold on, right? The air banjo does nothing to help this. The gust that May is like pointing starts like going all wobbly. So Poppy, you don't know which way to go, and you're pulling in different directions. And about 20 feet before getting to the other bank, you all and you capsize, and you're all floating in the water, slowly floating downstream. Everybody, give me athletics checks.
Am I floating?
Oh no, you are flying. Yes.
Yeah.
Oof.
Hey.
Uh-oh.
That's actually, oh no, it is the one.
So, Farron, Laz, and Poppy, you make it to the other bank, but what's your name? Violet and May are struggling to keep their head above water, and they begin floating downstream. What are we doing?
Poppy offers her rope when she notices specifically May drowning.
Are they holding onto the raft at all, or what's the state of the would-be raft?
Yeah, they could be You guys want to be holding on to the raft? That makes sense.
I would love to be holding
Sure.
onto the raft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd like to take a rope and tie it to an arrow and attempt to hit the raft with it so that it can be further affixed and pulled
Great.
towards me.
Yeah. Make an attack roll on the raft.
All right, here I go.
I'm gonna say if it's below 10, it's not gonna. Oh! Flies into the water.
I grab it with a mage hand.
Oh, great. And then okay,
Ooh.
so you're holding onto the rope.
I'm holding on to the arrow, and then the mage hand pulls it over to the raft and ties it around to something.
Can the mage hand tie things? I think this is an age-old Dungeons and Dragons mage hand question. Is a mage hand dexterous enough to be able to do this?
I think it
No,
just
it can
can't
only,
use
like,
magic
push.
items, is what we
Yeah?
just have decided in the past.
Okay, yeah, then it ties it to there. That sounds fine. Great good quick thinking. All right, so you have a rope tied to the raft. You've got a gnome and a
Eldritch.
yeah.
I cast Eldritch Blast like under the water, like jet propulsion.
Great. Farron, Leslie, and Poppy, I want you all to make strength checks to try and pull them in. And
First, I'd like to run the rope around a tree. Like
great.
To get some leverage there, and then pull.
All right, make strength checks at advantage then. And then May and Violet make athletics checks at advantage for the propulsion.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
At 20 with my 0 strength.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey,
Hey.
Nat 20 with -1 athletics.
It's pretty good.
Minus 3 loading. Hold on, I'll just roll it. Oh, I got a 2.
You got it at advantage because of your Eldritch Blast.
Oh, that's right. 17.
There you go. So, there's this momentary panic as everyone falls off the raft, and the three of you are able to make it to shore, and you look over your shoulder, and Violet and May are still in the water, grasping to the raft like a wet rats. And Farron quickly takes out a bow and ties a rope to the end of his arrow and lets it fly. It falls short, but May's able to, with a quick arcane gesture, cast this mage hand that grasps the arrow and pulls it to the raft, tying it to the raft. Everybody grabs onto the rope. Farron secures it to a tree, and with a great heave and everyone's swimming as their hard as their might, you all end up in a breathless pile on the other shore. You've solved the water puzzle. Yay! I think this is the first real work together as a team thing that you've all really done, and you essentially saved each other's lives. So you're all kind of out of breath, wet on some muddy bank.
Perrin, for the first time, despite being well soiled now, doesn't seem to mind it quite as much.
All right. Well done.
Violet, without saying anything, just does this.
Oh, no!
Wrings out her hair.
The one thing she didn't want.
Oh, that's right. Your hair to get wet. Yeah. May, do you have prestidigitation?
I don't have prestidigitation.
Wow. What good a wizard are you? Anyway.
You have gust of wind.
You do have gust of wind.
It is helpful.
You want
Here, I use minor illusion to make her hair look dry.
Oh, interesting. That's almost as good.
Thank you.
It looks great.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
So as I'm going to just go ahead and put you guys on the next. Yeah. That's where you go. The crisscrossing walkways seem to be growing in number and in quality. Somebody else give me a straight D20 check, please.
Here I go.
Oh, beautiful. So not only do you find like a pretty secure walkway, but you see that there are brigands. There are like small groups of brigands like kind of patrolling these walkways, and you're able to kind of navigate around them so that you don't cause alarm. So well done on that. That was just a straight luck check. Let's see here. Okay, so you make it all the way to the kind of the main area of the Brigands Tollway. Interesting. Okay, so this is something I probably should have said as you approached. A foggy marsh stretches out before you. Rickety causeways made of wooden planks form a wide web-like structure above the bog. 300 feet away, many of these causeways converge on an enormous ivy-covered tree stump that rises a good 10 feet above the 20-foot high fog bank that enshrouds it. So as you begin approaching this great big ivy-covered stump, Farron, you notice that an odd feeling suddenly comes over you as you become aware that somewhere along the way, a hunched, hooded figure has joined your group.
I work. I do my best not to immediately pull my rapier, but as I become aware of the person, I stop party and turn around.
It's not Poppy's hoodie, is it?
It's not Poppy's hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you do, Matt?
Well, I turn around and inspect the hooded figure and ask, "Can we help them? Can we help you?"
The hooded figure with the hood down low kind of like looks to the left and looks to the right and then like points to themselves as if saying like, "Who, me?"
Yeah, you.
It kind of like shrugs and then
Don't tell me you're missing a head too.
does a classic anime move, grabs the cloak and with a dramatic flourish unveils themselves, and you see in front of you bum, 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 this dude, a tall herringon with a long flapping blue scarf,
Pretty long scarf.
a big old long scarf, a mischievous look on his face. Somewhere close by, the sound of bagpipes are heard. They begin playing. And he says, "What are you all doing here then? You're in the land of the herringons." And that's where we're gonna end it, because the next thing is a big old thing. So we're gonna stop there. But you've met Agden Longscarf, and to the back, it literally says, Bagpipes.
Bagpipes.
Love
Bagpipes.
that.
Great. So great game tonight, everyone. It's good to be back
Can we
into the
have,
thick of
like,
it.
one little extra little scene before we call it quits?
Sure. What's up?
Where we ask, "What is this? Your swamp?"
He says, "No, but it can be."
I don't get it.
He's a cagey guy. I don't know.
I was going for Shrek.
Oh,
Felt like a Trek thing. Yeah.
get out of my swamp.
Yeah.
No, I'm not into Shrek. Sorry.
That's the,
You guys can be here. I'm just going to try and steal from you. You see,
He automatically has a Shrek accent now that is canon.
I mean, I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best Scottish accent. So, bagpipes and all.
That makes sense.
Okay, I'll say it. Get out of my swamp.
Hey.
But I don't want you to. I want you to stay so I can steal from you. I want to take your things. I'm Agden Logscarf. I'm a
He just
thief.
went out and said what his intentions were.
Yeah, for sure. You can try and
I
stop me.
don't know if that was ever hidden.
No, I'm very much out with it. Y'all can, try your best, but I'm going to be stealing you blind. Robbing you, I suppose. I think robbing is the word. Anyway, see you
I
in
get the
2
word.
weeks, okay?
Thank you, Jane.
All right, guys.
GG, thank you.
Yeah.
Please